There are few dishes as beloved across South Asia as biryani. Richly spiced, layered with fragrant rice and meat, it's a dish that defines feasts and family gatherings. But where did it come from? Is it native to the Indian subcontinent, or did it travel from distant lands, and how has it evolved over the centuries? In today's episode, we're delving into the deep past of this iconic dish, tracing its roots and exploring its remarkable journey, from ancient Persian kitchens to Mughal courts to the bustling food streets of modern cities. And yes, we'll look at how to cook one of the earliest recorded versions of a biryani-like meal, inspired by medieval Islamic cookbooks. Let's start not in India but in the ancient Persian Empire. Though biryani is now most closely associated with South Asia, its ancestry stretches back over 1,000 years to Persia, modern-day Iran, where cooks were already preparing rice dishes that resembled early versions of biryani. One such dish was birinj biryan, from the Persian word birinj, rice, and biryan, to fry or roast. It referred to rice that had been parboiled, then fried, sometimes with meat. The idea of layering spiced rice with meats, nuts, and dried fruits was already established in Persian cuisine by the 10th century. During the Islamic Golden Age, these elaborate rice dishes found their way into various Arab and Central Asian cultures, adapting with local ingredients and culinary habits. The method of dum cooking, sealing a pot to slow cook the contents in their own steam, was also practiced in these regions. When Persian culture and Islam began to spread eastward into the Indian subcontinent, so too did their food. The story of biryani in India often centers on the arrival of Muslim rulers, especially the Mughals, in the 16th century. But biryani-like dishes may have existed in India even before the Mughal Empire. There is evidence that layered rice and meat dishes were eaten in South India as early as the 14th century, particularly in areas with significant Islamic influence, such as the Bahmani Sultanate or the Deccan region. These local variations, however, really blossomed under Mughal rule. The Mughals, with their Persian-Turkic heritage, brought with them refined culinary techniques and a deep love for richly layered foods. In the royal kitchens of emperors like Akbar and Shah Jahan, biryani evolved into an art form, flavored with saffron, rosewater, cardamom, and ghee, and often prepared with tender cuts of lamb, goat, or chicken. Each region of India gave the dish its own spin. Hyderabad developed a spicy version rich in chili and fried onions. Lucknow created a more subtle, aromatic style influenced by Persian pulao. In Bengal, potatoes were added, possibly during British colonial rule when the tuber became widely available. By the 18th century, biryani wasn't just a royal indulgence, it was becoming a dish for the masses. So what did early biryani look like? Luckily, some medieval cookbooks give us a window into how it may have been prepared. One of the most important is the 13th century Arabic manuscript called Kitab al-Tabikh, the Book of Dishes, by al-Baghdadi. While it doesn't mention biryani by name, it does describe dishes like ruz malam, rice cooked with meat, spices, and sometimes dried fruits. Later Persian and Indo-Persian cookbooks, such as Nuskha-i-Shah Jahani, compiled during Shah Jahan's reign, provide even closer approximations to biryani. These texts describe rice being parboiled separately from the meat and then combined and cooked together in sealed pots, a hallmark of biryani preparation. The version we all look at today comes from a Persian source, a simple but flavorful dish of rice, lamb, onions, saffron, and cinnamon. While not identical to today's biryani, it captures the same layered essence. While biryani has a shared history, its many regional forms reveal local tastes, ingredients, and histories. In Hyderabad, the Nizam's kitchens perfected a version known as dum biryani, slow-cooked with layers of marinated meat and saffron-tinted rice, sealed tightly to trap steam. The use of dried plums, fried onions, and ghee gave it a distinctive sweet and savory balance. Lucknow's Awadhi biryani leans more delicate and aromatic, with subtle flavors from rosewater and cura, reflecting Persian influences and courtly restraint. In Bengal, the addition of potatoes, sometimes attributed to colonial-era economics, created a unique texture and heartiness, reflecting the region's fusion of Mughal and local Bengali flavors. Further south, the Malabar coast biryani incorporates coconut milk and local spices like curry leaves, showing how regional agriculture shaped its evolution. Beyond India, biryani is a marker of cultural identity. In Pakistan, it's a beloved celebratory dish often served at weddings and festivals. In Sri Lanka, it's spiced more intensely and paired with sambals. In diaspora communities worldwide, biryani evokes home, family, and heritage. Each plate tells a story, not just of ingredients, but of migration, empire, trade, and adaptation. Let's bridge history and kitchen by recreating an ancient biryani-style dish, inspired by the medieval Persian and Mughal techniques we've explored. Traditional biryani used the dum method, sealing the cooking pot with dough to trap steam and infuse flavors slowly. Today we can replicate this by layering partially cooked rice with spiced meat and sealing the pot with aluminum foil or dough before slow cooking. We'll start by parboiling our rice in spiced water infused with cinnamon, cardamom, and cloves. Meanwhile, the meat simmers with onions, garlic, and ginger in ghee, soaking up rich flavors. Layer the meat and rice carefully. Drizzle saffron-infused water over the top for aroma and color. Then seal and cook on low heat. This slow cook method melds textures and flavors, creating the signature biryani experience centuries in the making. Try experimenting with local ingredients, spice blends, or cooking vessels. The beauty of biryani is its adaptability, rooted in tradition but open to your creativity. Today, biryani exists in dozens of forms across South Asia and beyond. From the fiery, tomato-rich biryani of Tamil Nadu to the seafood biryanis of the Malabar coast. From Karachi's smoky beef biryani to the delicate, fragrant versions of Dhaka. Every region has claimed it and made it their own. Modern biryani also reflects global history. Colonial trade brought new spices like chili peppers to India, while migration spread biryani to Mauritius, the Middle East, the UK, and beyond. It's no longer just a festive dish. It's street food, comfort food, even fast food. And yet the essence remains. Layers of aromatic rice, tender meat, and a symphony of spices slow-cooked to perfection. So next time you dig into a plate of biryani, remember, you're tasting centuries of history. From ancient Persian courts to Mughal banquets to modern kitchens, biryani is more than a dish. It's a story of travel, transformation, and timeless flavor. Whether you enjoy it at a royal feast or a humble street stall, biryani connects us all through its rich aromas and layered tastes, reminding us that food is truly a journey across time and culture. Thank you for joining me on this flavorful exploration. Until next time, keep your kitchens warm and your spices ready.